Welcome to Model Horse Tack School. My name is Carrie, and today we are continuing with the dressage saddle. Today we're going to work on the flaps. These are skirts. I'm going to take about a 1/16 of an inch off the very front. Not required. It just, for me, I think it looks better because this is about the width of my suede. And so I'm just going to get rid of that. This needs an edge coat, so I'll go ahead and edge coat. See how hairy? I don't know if you can see the hairiness of it, but if you look at it, it's nasty. It's not a clean edge, so I'm going to edge coat that. Even though this is actually a chrome tanned, I'm going to might try to trim off some of that, but I'm going to use this stuff. Let's see. So, I should put some in the lid, and then we just really trying to tame the hair with a black glue. It really is like glue. Pay attention for little things like that make a difference, because you are working in miniature. You would never see that if it was a real saddle, because the saddle's so huge. Because it's so tiny, you have to be careful of those little itty bitty details. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do along here, because I don't want those hairs to show up on my suede. I'm very fortunate that this stuff dries really quickly, and it has a dedicated brush. I don't even bother to clean the brush. It really doesn't feel like a brush anymore. It just feels like a stick, but it's exactly what I need in order to do this. We're just where I think it might show. Okay, and that's good. We're gonna let that. See how the rubber band holds my brush? It's perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna flip this over, and then I'm gonna make sure I have the prettiest ones for the front. And they are opposite mirrored images. And when you're working with suede, always have a cloth so that you can clean your fingers. And unlike all the other leathers, I like to really get rid of the excess with a finger. I don't see that. Well, I'm not going to use that one then. Nope. I need this one. So I would rather have a little bit hanging over. See how there's a little bit hanging over? And then straight down. So on the other side, kind of looks like that. All right, so extra hanging over is fine. And then this one we said was here, so pick that up. So I'm just barely trying to cover that hole. And you'll see there's a lot extra down here. That's fine. That just gives you room to maneuver, so it could go up higher. It's too hard to see, so I give you plenty. All right, I am going to push that glue away from my suede. All right, now, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of push in just to train it a little bit on how it's supposed to lay. And you want to make sure the glue is set up, because doing that when it's still wet will just move it. And that's when we can put these in. See, that's still too much. So I'm going to take just a little bit more off of there. Whoops. Just so it fits in that spot right there, and I still have extra to bring up and over it. Let's see, this side is perfect. That side, I'm going to have to, that I cannot use. I will have to use this piece, and I need more of it. Like I said, this is optional. A lot of times I don't even do knee pads like this anymore, but some people are used to the traditional stuff. All right, so what I really need is for it to be right on that edge. That's what we need. There's always one piece just wants to hang on to the paper. All right. Tuck that in there. Beautiful. Tuck that in there. All right. Looking good. So we'll go ahead and glue those in. And then we're going to fold this over to cover the edge. And we're really only covering the edge. The excess will be trimmed away, but let's just get this covered. Sometimes less is more. See, so we're covering that front right there. Wow, look at all that glue. somebody likes her glue. Okay, this side is next. Remember, we're dealing with suede, so you get glue on your fingers, you wipe it off immediately, or it will get on the suede. All right, let that sit to rest. And that is all for the lesson for today. We're going to finish assembly. Oh, wow. You know, I thought it was done, and then I saw that, and I didn't like it. Okay, there we go. What I do think I might want to do, because it's suede, and I think I got a little glue on there. See if I'm lucky. I can scrape it off if it's just on the surface. Yep, I think that's good. All right. We're going to let that dry, because what we need to do is cut off the excess. Because we only want to be covering the front. All right. Now these two pieces will come later. They'll be on the back side.